As expected, not a ticket left, ladies and gentlemen. We are sold out at the Grand Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches. And she'll be facing Jessica Mccaskill. She's 5'6" tall with a reach of 68.9 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced. The Mccaskill, Jessica Mccaskill, quite simply one of the best fighters in the world today.
Look at this, these fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world. Simply the best, Katie Taylor. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Chicago, Illinois, here is a women's 2-weight division world champion and an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Jessica Mccaskill.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
And what I say you must obey. Good luck.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. After their first fight back in 2017, Katie Taylor called Jessica Mccaskill the best she'd ever fought.
Remember, the last time they fought tooth and nail for 10 solid rounds, 2017. Now, time's rolled on, time's rolled forward. What has changed? Have they got more crafty? Have they got fitter? They understood what they were lacking in. They understood what they were benefiting in. Now, the benefit is if you fought someone once and they beat you once, you won't let them beat you a second time. That's an Ali line. You've got to get in your head. Will Mccaskill let that happen? Can she let that happen? Now Telly has a number.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good left counter that lands. Great counter right hand there. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration. And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That counter shot lands. Right punch. They exchange punches. Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
These fighters are about to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is something.
Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And these shots, even if they land, are going to do no damage. No rest for the weary. She misses with the jab. They have no respect for each other's punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read. There are no losers in this one. That left counter punch will score. Well, this is the time that the train... The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Perfect counter shot. You rarely see Mccaskill hurt, but she is here. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. A perfect counter lands. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice job landing that left counter punch. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Lands with the right counter. She just gets out of the way of that left hand. Nice exchanges from both women in this round. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of that sport.
Counter fighter believes in me. Anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. This fight has a real good flow to it. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter shot. Good counter right hand again. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you put...
Mccaskill stumbling backwards. She's in real trouble. She's showing this great heart, but at what cost? She's got to think about her future. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Nice counter. Missing with the hook. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? Good left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That left counter was perfectly timed. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
She misses with that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. On to the 6th round. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Left counter scores. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. This fighter realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Beautiful counter shot. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. You can't find a home for that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The jab doesn't quite connect. most fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. That punch landed. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a counter left. Well, things certainly aren't going her. Here we go, it's round 7. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Perfect punch. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Misses with the jab. Good counter punching. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter punch. Catch and shoot with the left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the... And there's the bell for round 8. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. That left lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think of, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Good punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Nice exchanges from both women in this round. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you. Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them.
Oh, Mccaskill just got caught. And the Mccaskill may have been put out of her misery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like she's going to survive the round, but just barely. Nice job landing with that right. So it's plan B time after being... Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Still swinging with nothing left. Nice counter punch. Which one of these athletes? Oh, Mccaskill might get Jessica Mccaskill is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Mccaskill goes down. What happened? You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.